the Frankly Speaking roof cam. With that beautiful view, it's looking like fall out there. Contact Boss Security for all your business and home security needs. Welcome back to Frankly Speaking here on WYDC TV Big Fox. I'm your host, Frank Acomb. We are broadcasting from the Hesselson Studio. The Hesselson Studio in the Gaffer District. Speaking of the Gaffer District, we have Catherine Price, Great start, Frank. But no, thanks so much for being on the program. First of all, congratulations. This is our first time meeting.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited about being here.
Oh, yeah.
This is,
It's a tradition. I have to have the Gaffer District on for every event, right?
Yes,
to tell the world.
We have so many amazing events. It's so exciting to be here. Events are one of my, we were talking before we started,
Yeah.
Events are one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
I just love the way it brings community together. I love live music. I love seeing people out with their families, plus, outdoor dining and all the other things that happen with Market Street closed that don't happen otherwise.
Yeah. But you haven't had a winter one yet. Those are a little bit different. Sparkle's a little different.
Well, Sparkle is the reason that I ended up here.
Really?
Yeah. So I came down for Sparkle back in 2020.
Okay.
And everything was shut down.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was 21.
So still when everything kind of opened up, or that weird shift? Yeah.
During the weird time.
Yeah.
And the streets were always closed and the trees were all lit.
Yeah.
And
beautiful.
Like I said, I love winter.
Oh, yeah.
I'm weird in that way. Winter holidays are fun for me.
Oh, of course.
So,
well, tell us a little bit about, we're going to talk about Harvest Fest,
Yes.
which is coming up this weekend, of course, but tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, why you decided to make Corning your home.
So my background is hospitality. I'm actually a sommelier. I ended up in Geneva. So I spent most of my career in Virginia.
Okay.
In Southwest Virginia mostly, but in the DC area working as well. And home is Saratoga Springs.
Okay.
So I reached a point in my career where I was kind of stagnant there in Virginia, and so I moved back to New York.
Yeah.
Well, nothing against Virginia.
No.
I love Virginia, but New York is my home.
Of course.
And so I moved back up to New York, and after working hospitality there, mostly in operations, I decided I wanted to go back into wine full time. And I reached out to Christopher Bates, who owns Quincy on Market here with his wife Isabel. And I said, look, I want to continue working as a som. I want to pursue this career, and will you hire me? And he said yes.
Wow.
And so so this is the best part, right?
Yeah.
So he hired me on March 13th of 2020.
Okay.
So 3 days before the world shut down.
Yeah, wow. Well, at least you had a job in line, in theory, right?
In theory. So I sold the house in the Saratoga County area, and I moved here even though it was COVID and even though things were not open. And I came down here to help with Quincy Market during Sparkle and help them get open. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So fast track a little bit, COVID changed things in hospitality a great deal. And I decided that I wanted to make a shift. And a friend of mine was on the board of director for the Geneva Business Improvement District.
Okay.
And you would be perfect at this. So I thought,
give
let's
give
it a try.
Yeah.
I loved it. I can't believe how much I love what I do.
Yeah.
I didn't think that I would like anything more than the wine industry, and I absolutely love this.
Well, it does have a little bit of a wine factor to it, most of the events, right? So you still always got that a little bit in the background of anything we do in our area, in the Finger Lakes region, right?
Yes.
When you look at it, because obviously you've got fresh eyes on everything, new blood, as they say, how do you look at the future at Gaffer District? Are you going to look at adding new events, changing events? I mean, not as a hard-hitting way. I'm not asking this as a hard-hitting question, but I mean, you want to make it your own a little bit, I would assume.
Yes. Well, luckily, unfortunately, we had some transition when between the time I accepted the position and I started, and I'm very happy for the people who are no longer with the Gaffer District. They're doing really well. So Marshall, who ran our events at the Gaffer District, is now running the Business Improvement District in Elmira, which is a wonderful opportunity for him.
Absolutely.
And Emmy, who runs our marketing, has moved to Cornell to work there. And
so a lot of changes.
Yes. So, when you say, are we going to change things? Yes, we have to.
Yeah.
Luckily, the two of them have stayed on in a consulting way.
Oh, that's great.
A little bit more than Mark. So there's no balls being dropped, which is,
Yeah, because I was worried about you in a way when I first heard the announcement, because you were starting right off with a major event pretty quickly.
Yes.
I mean, because Harvest is one of the bigger events that we have.
Yes.
So I thought, boy, that's a lot of change that quickly. Not that I was worried that you couldn't do it, but I mean, that's a stress level that I don't know.
Well, I thrive on it.
Yeah.
So it works for me.
Yeah. It's nice to have consultants too in the background helping.
Yes. Yeah. So they are helping, and of course we have Nate, who's our operations director, who has really picked up a lot of the events components, and Ethan, who I don't know if you've seen him walking around with his camera. He's new in marketing and events also.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel so fortunate. I walked into a really, really great team.
So Harvest Fest is your first big one, right?
First big one. We did Cruising on Bridge Street.
Okay.
Within my first week.
Okay. So you're just taking it in at that point. There's
Yes. But I think that there's so many things that the Gaffer District does right. Colleen was here for a really long time. Oh, yeah. I don't want to walk in and be heavy-handed and say, well, we're going to do this and I'm going to make it mine.
Of course.
There's nothing broken. Let's not fix it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So when you're saying, what are my plans for the future? How do I put my stamp on it? Yeah. I don't know yet.
Sure.
A lot of that's going to depend on the board. The board started to go through a strategic plan about a year ago, and then that stopped when Colleen retired. So I'd like to pick some of that up, and we'll see. I think that events are an amazing part of what we do here, and I would like to add more. Yeah. I would love to see small events that bring people downtown and into the restaurants and into the retail shops. Yeah. I would love to see a little bit more marketing, maybe changing up the newsletter a little bit, sharing a little bit more information with the people who are visiting, as well as the people who are here, our business owners and our property owners in the district. Yeah. So, but again, nothing's broken. I don't have to fix anything. No. It's just a matter of what can we do.
You could coast the whole time if you wanted to.
I absolutely could. I could do nothing besides talk to you, and we'd
perfect.
be good.
Yeah. I'll keep the secret.
Yeah.
But it has got to be exciting being brand new to this here, because you see a successful operation already, right?
Yes.
So now it's kind of just bonus level where you're at right here, how to either tweak or to add, or it's got to be kind of exciting.
It is. It's very exciting. Yeah. It's very exciting.
So when you look at Harvest Fest, how is the planning going? I know you can't compare it to last year's. I normally ask that question, but how's the Harvest Fest going?
It's great.
Yeah.
It really is.
A lot of buzz this year too.
Yeah. You know, with big events like this, if you'd asked me 4 weeks ago when I walked through the door, I'd say, well, we're figuring it out. Yeah. But now we're the only thing that we really have to work on right now to update is we need a few more volunteers.
Okay. Oh, good to know.
Which is great. And we're in the process of updating our website to reflect all of the vendors.
Sure.
And the activities. So we have. So I'll go into it a little bit with you.
Yeah.
So we have 40, just under 40 of our downtown merchants that are going to be participating and out front and setting up.
Great.
Almost all of our restaurants will be doing roadside dining, or curbside outdoor dining. There we go, outdoor dining.
They all work.
Yeah, so setting up patios and being outside. And then we have about 10 other food vendors that are going to be coming in on all the different blocks to make it a little bit easier on the downtown restaurants. They'll all be full, but there'll be enough people here to we need to feed everybody.
Yes, exactly.
We have music in 4 locations on Friday night, and that's going to run from 4 to 8 o'clock. Okay. And the music will stop around 7:30. And then on Saturday, we have the full slate of music from 10 a.m. till 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
4 different locations will be at the Val Reap Fountain, at Marriage Music.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Marriage Music.
You've got a lot of names to learn, though. You've got a lot of names to learn. No one's going to hold that against you. But yes, Marriage Music is going to have music all day.
Yes, and of course Centerway Square. So 4 bands in each location, maybe 5 bands in each location all day long. Wow. We'll be rotating through. Of course, we have the Stilt Walker back this year. She was so popular last year. Yeah. So we wanted to have her back. Hay rides. Carriage rides on the hay. And this year we're doing a chainsaw carving con. It's not a contest because they're just showing us how to chainsaw carve.
Okay.
Lesson.
Yeah, sure.
Sh-
I don't know what you would call it.
I don't know what
Demonstration.
to call it.
Demonstration.
That's the word.
There we
Demonstration. So I'm actually very excited about this.
Yeah.
I've never seen a chainsaw carving demonstration before.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be at 10 o'clock. Down in Block 4.
Okay.
And then after them, we have. See, I didn't bring my notes.
I know. Well, that's the problem when there's so many things going on.
Yes.
You put a lot of pressure on yourself by not bringing your notes.
I know. Well, you have to stop by the printer on your way out the door. It just doesn't work.
I should have the website up, I guess.
Right. So, but not all of this is on the website yet. So again, gafferdistrict.com. Definitely go there and check it out. It has all of our vendors listed. It has all of our downtown merchants listed and their participation.
Oh, great.
It will show you who's participating in the Scarecrow contest.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And so it's pet adoption services. Something in PERS. Help me.
Paws and purse.
That's Paws and Purse. There we go. I'm making it hard on myself. They'll be there after the chainsaw demonstration. So come on down and find a new family member.
Yeah, and this really is a welcome to fall. Now it's kind of weird this year because you just kind of getting settled, but the orange leaves, of course, are everywhere all the time. It's fall when you find one at your house.
Yes.
Because it's stuck to something on your clothes. That's when you know. But they're everywhere. But it does really already feel like fall. And sometimes Harvest Fest doesn't. You get one of those kind of late fall. We're ready.
Well, and I think that it's perfect, right? We couldn't order better weather.
No.
Because it's warm during the day and cool at night, so everything's changing. All of the, and harvest festivals are so great because they give a nod to the fact that we're in the middle of our agriculture here.
Absolutely.
So we'll have the apples and the pumpkins and the mums and all those wonderful things that you need the cool evenings to have everything happen.
Sure.
To have harvest, but you don't have to wear a coat in the middle of the day.
Right, which is ideal, right? And one thing I'd be remiss if I didn't promote. I'm going to self-promote here for a moment, but the group is finally getting together, and the historic marker is going to be unveiled. We're really looking forward to that. I know there's a lot of Dwayne Eddy's family and friends coming from all around the country to see this.
Yes.
So I think that's a one and done. That's not going to be every year, of course, but I think it's a neat addition to this year's Harvest Fest, where the marker that marker's been in a garbage bag all farmers market all summer, and it's been tough not to say, hey, let's for a couple of weeks take it off. But it is going to be the great unveiling, and Dee Eddy is going to be there, Dwayne's wife, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. And I'm so glad that our small little group could partner up with you guys, and you guys have been so helpful, but to make sure that it gets the publicity, because I think there's a lot of people that have been so supportive of him getting recognized in Corning that they would almost be mad at us if they didn't know about it.
Right.
So that's great that you guys were able to help.
Well, and I think that, he was, so many people don't realize what a music great he was.
Oh, yeah.
And, I know that you've done interviews with him, and he's a special place in your heart. But I want to make sure that everybody that's listening knows that that's going to be at 2 o'clock.
Yes.
By the clock tower. It's actually behind the clock tower where the market is, where the marker is, near where the farmer's market is.
Yeah.
It will be. Well, hopefully we won't have the garbage bags on it. For the
No,
unveiling.
don't worry. We're taking care of that.
Pretty to unveil.
I'm gonna get a cloth and do all that. We're not gonna try to have scissors and cut that garbage bag off. But
we'll have seating there.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is somebody who's been in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame since 1994.
Yeah,
I mean,
one of the earliest classes.
Yeah.
And I know I always say this, but what I always appreciated so much, he always promoted Corning.
Yes.
Even when Corning didn't necessarily know or promote him, if all his bios, all his promos always said born in Corning. I always thought for someone who's been away from Corning for so long, that's pretty impressive that he, obviously before he passed, he was promoting Corning and always loved talking about Corning. He visited not that long ago before his passing, got to see how great we're doing and how beautiful it looks.
Yeah.
I think it's wonderful.
Well, and it is beautiful. We have a really beautiful town here. It's just the perfect size where everybody knows each other, but it's big enough that we can still have the shops that we would like to have, and we can
Arts
support
and
the retail.
entertainment.
Oh my gosh, and our arts and culture.
Oh yeah.
Is amazing. We have world-class museums here.
Yep. So the Dwayne Eddy unveiling, that is at 2 o'clock, but that's one of the reasons why we waited, because it's been there for a while. We waited because we knew Harvest Fest would be the perfect event for that. It's just going to be, the visuals are going to be amazing. So putting that one aside, when you look at the Harvest Fest that's coming up this weekend, what are you personally looking forward to the most about it?
You know, so fall's one of my favorites.
Sure.
And we talked about that. I love the cold snap in the air.
Yeah.
I love pulling out my sweaters.
Yeah,
and,
of course.
I am really excited to see the community engagement that we have. That's one of the reasons that I wanted to come here.
Oh,
and
yeah.
one of the reasons that, you know, when I came down and I interviewed for the position, one of the main reasons that I took it, you know, when or accepted the position,
Okay.
when I spoke with the board of directors and got to walk around and talk to the downtown people, it was incredible.
Oh, yeah.
We have such an amazing community, and I am really most excited about seeing how we all come together as a community.
Yeah, we do.
You know, family and friends and kids and
Yeah.
you know, all the things.
There is something very good because I've worked on Market Street pretty much my whole career, and I've always been sometimes on this side getting to watch, you know, almost more people watch, where, you know, where when you're working, and it is amazing to see the community come together. I mean, it may be someone you see every day on Market Street, but it's something different when you're at an event like this. You talk longer, you have great conversations.
You do, and I think it makes people put away their devices
Oh yeah, of course.
and slow down and engage with each other, and that's what makes a community.
I couldn't agree more. So before we go, how do people volunteer? You said you still need volunteers, and I know that's a need anytime you have a big event like this. How can they
Yes.
help?
So on our socials as well as on the website, there are links to volunteer.
Okay.
Social might be easier on Facebook or Instagram.
Okay.
There are links, and it shows you what time slots are still available and what our needs are.
Okay.
So
Well, you make it easy then.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, and if you come and volunteer, you get a T-shirt and a swag bag, and you know all the good things
Yeah.
that come with volunteering, and you get to be a part of this amazing event.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for you. They're your first big harvest festival.
I'm very
and I
excited.
know Monday's going to be nice, though, when it's all over. You can take that breather, right?
Yes.
When but for now, it's a roller coaster ride.
You know, that's the best part. So you finish and you're like, wow, that was amazing. And then you sleep all day the
Yeah,
next day.
right.
And then the next day you get up, you go, okay. So
What's next? Yeah.
Yes, what's next and how can we do this even
Yeah.
better next year?
Yeah. And
So,
you've got Sparkle after that, and that'll be here in the
Yes.
blink of an eye.
Yes. And we have Wine Glass Marathon.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so Wine Glass and then Sparkle and
Yeah.
the Parade of Lights,
Oh, my goodness.
Days of Incandescence.
It's going quick.
So many good things.
I can't believe it. The Harvest Fest this weekend right in the Gaffer District. Well, again, congratulations on
Thank
the new
you.
role, and thanks for being on the show, and we'll have to do this again soon for whatever the next big event is, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. Stay with us. We'll be right back with Frankly Speaking after this.